Hi guys. It's a little later at night than I normally do my videos, but I thought I would sit in my sunroom. It's still pretty chilly, so I need my jacket. But I have my tea, so you can see some of the steam coming off my tea, I think. Yeah, it's pretty cold. So here I am. I've had a nice busy day. I hope you all are having a great day and using some time to figure out, what you want. You want to be here. Oh yeah, can you hear the frogs in the background? It's they get quite noisy at this time of year out here, but yeah, this is my sunroom. I'll just show you around a little bit. I have a lot to still clean up out here, but our pool, the neighbor's house, all of our leaves, that's my front yard there. And then our backyard is out there, and we have a little pond. So, that's our place. So anyway, I'm in the sunroom, which in the summertime is the place that I spend the most time, and I usually have plants out here, and I don't know, it's just cozy. Do I take renters? Well, no, I haven't. It's my family that's here, so the kids, and so there's four of us that live in this house. So no, we're not up for renters yet, but maybe one day. So anyways, I put a little bit of thought into what, you can come visit though, Liz. That might be a solution. Anyway, so I thought a little bit about everything today because my mind never stops going. And for those of you who have been watching and following, I am a doer. And so immediately when I get a vision or an idea in my mind, I'm off doing it before I've properly planned it. So yeah, Liz, bring your hammock and a cooler. We have plenty of trees to put your hammock up in. I have a couple hammocks as well, so if you forget it, we'll put you up in one. Anyway, so I haven't always lived here, by the way. I did start my business out of my 500 square foot condo, and that was back in September 2012. So I have lived here for about 4 years, and I absolutely love it, especially in a time like this. I'm sorry for those of you that don't have the space and outdoor space. I'm an outdoors person, very, very much, and an animal lover. My dog is going crazy beside me. Anyway, so yeah, I was thinking about life. And when I started my salon, I started it out of my 500 square foot condo. I didn't have anything, including I didn't have good credit as well. So I kind of had to make it happen. So it was scary. My ego was destroyed. I felt like I was in shambles. It was one of the scariest things, and I've been through a lot. But it was scary because what if my dream failed? A dream sometimes has some, I guess, can hold us to this standard where if we actually take a leap and fail, then what next? Then what do we do? And so I think that idea of having a dream, even if I didn't try to accomplish it. I don't know, I was attached to that idea. But if I tried the dream and it didn't work, then what? The hope would be gone that one day I could accomplish it. In my mind, in that fear and egotistical place that I was at the time, it was scary. So the point of me telling you this story is it's easy for me to sit here and say, you know, I took some big chances and some leaps and bounds, and against all odds, I'm doing okay, you know. But I really urge you guys, if you have dreams, make a step towards them. You know, what is the worst thing that can happen? Like, I really do encourage people. I mean, now, realistically, you have to decide what are you willing to do to get there. I was willing to give up absolutely everything that I knew at the time in order to make what I wanted happen. You know, so I know a lot of people recently have been reaching out to me and saying, you know, there's this thing I want to do, and how do you do it? And really, just do it. Like, just take some action and do it. Get out on Facebook Live. I have no idea what I'm doing on this Facebook Live. You know, I'm just sharing from my heart, genuinely. Like, look, I have my dog climbing around my head right now. Like, it's not a professional video. You know, I'm sharing what I have to offer to you guys, and it can be scary because maybe you won't like what I have to say, or you know, I might look silly, or like right now I'm wearing no makeup, and you know, I'm just me sitting here with my cup of tea and having my dog climb around my head. So it is a very vulnerable spot. But think about the people that you look up to. There has to be a point in those people's lives that they were vulnerable, that they took the steps that other people would be too afraid to take, possibly. Or that, you know, when I looked at my mentors, I was just in awe of them. But now I realize that they go through scary times too, and they, you know, have gone through hard times and times where they felt like they didn't know what the hell they were doing. So, you know, I do want people to know that you can do anything. And that's part of the reason why I've spent so much time recently and in my lifetime writing my book. The intention of writing a book about my life and where I came from and where I am now is that I would like people to know that no matter what, you can do anything. You really can. I mean, there's people in the world. I watched this guy on YouTube, and he literally has no arms and no legs. And I've watched him dive off of a diving board. And like crazy, crazy stuff. So, you know, my life story might not, I guess, resonate with all of you. But for those people, even if it's one person, you know, I'm willing to be vulnerable enough to share my story, which could be seen as embarrassing and awful. And yeah, Nick, yeah, Liz, Nick, you met him. That's incredible. So exactly my point. This guy, and you took your students to hear him speak. Well, that is absolutely amazing. And I would love to be able to do that for a group of people as well. Like, even just watching him on YouTube is like, I have bawled my eyes out watching that man. He is actually amazing. So out of the depths of despair and tragedy or whatever view you could have of, let's say, his situation. Mine is quite different, and I wouldn't say that mine would have been hard in the same way, but I have an abusive background as a child, and some crazy stuff happened in my life. And how did I get out of that cycle? And people telling me, because you're a children's aid kid, my taxes are paying for you, and all these things that could beat a person down. And at times it did, but I kept saying, you know what, I'm going to prove all these people wrong. And at the time, that's the fuel I needed to push forward. And now I understand that everybody has their story. And I don't think anybody genuinely meant any harm by it. But I was in my own head and my own world with my own experiences. So I will be sharing that story, hopefully soon. So this time for me has been a huge gift. Definitely have had some hard moments, which I'm sure all of you have in your life, but also throughout this pandemic. Haters are motivators. Yes, Liz, they are. And I am so thankful for quite a few of the people that I viewed as not being on my side at times. So, just would love for you guys to think of one thing, that maybe a little thing, like what I do is one thing a month that I've never done before. So every single month, and this is just for myself, I haven't shared this idea with people in a really long time, but I've been doing it for probably about 20, maybe 15, 20 years. I do one thing a month that I've never done before. So that could be something like a new recipe, or reading a book, or watching a show. At one point, I had never watched a full TV series. And so that was that month. I had to watch a full TV series. I wasn't allowed to watch TV growing up, so it just wasn't part of my routine. And then, I heard people talking about all these TV shows and how invested they were. And I was like, hey, okay, I'll do that. One year I made an ice cream cake, an igloo ice cream cake, and I made the little fondants. Guys, I had never done that before, nor have I done it since. But the point is, one thing a month. It could be, if you've never, read Forbes magazine, or it could be take a trip. Obviously not right now, but one month I went away for an entire month to Costa Rica. When I came back, I had no money, but whatever. So I urge you guys to get out there and do one thing that you've never done. Plant a tree. I don't know. Do a cartwheel. Whatever it is. It doesn't have to cost money, but it does train your brain to get outside of your usual box. So that is what has got me thinking in circles. Is like, I feel lucky that I had no other choice but to get out there and do things. And I actually enjoyed it. Even through some of the turmoil in my life, I thought, if I can just do this thing, I'm going to do it the best that I can, and that person is going to love me. Or when I meet my mom again, I'm going to be the best person, and she's just not going to have a choice but to love me. Now, I'm sure she loves me, but I definitely didn't get a hug that day. Anyhow, that was a long time ago, and I am working through all of those things. But I definitely want to motivate. That's my whole thing in life. I'm telling you, yes, I have hard days. I am not perfect, nor is my life anywhere close to where I want it to be in a year or 5 years or 10 years. I still have a lot to learn, and I'm thankful and grateful for that, because every day I wake up and it's a reset. The possibilities. The morning is my absolute favorite time, because every morning I feel like, oh my God, there's so many possibilities. Like, to the point where my poor Scott, he's like, every morning it's like a new reset, you know? Like, I could have been upset the night before. I still kiss him goodnight. I still, I'm happy. But when I wake up in the morning at 5 in the morning, my dog won't even get out of bed. But I literally feel like, what could possibly happen today? Like, anything. So, yeah, I just want people to know that. And I have always been okay. Yes, I've had some really great people on my side. And I think all of us do, if we can see it clear enough. At times I didn't necessarily know that, maybe, but I did. And in hindsight, it's definitely very clear. My in-laws are on the iPad in there. So anyway, it does work out. Obviously, try and be the best person that you can be, make conscious choices. My journey has heightened over the last 2 years, because I did go and get some much needed help. And that was really hard for me, because reaching out and asking for help, to me, at the time, vulnerability meant people could take advantage of me. But now I understand something completely different. Vulnerability and asking for help is actually where you strengthen yourself and others around you. So that is my understanding of it, and I hope that you guys can at least think about some of the things that I'm saying. And, if you have some, conversations that you'd like to have with me, or different ideas, I would absolutely love to talk about it. I do not by any means think that my idea is the best or the right one even, but this is my experience and some of the things that I've been through. And I just thought I'd share it, because you all might want to hear it. And you're all worth it. You all deserve the best. And I know I definitely, for the first time in my life, feel that way. And I have a home for the first time in my life, a real home with, loving in-laws and family and stepkids. And and a dog. Like, right now, I think she might be, I don't know what she's doing, but like, this little thing is the most amazing little girl. I don't know if you all like pets, but for me, she was a lifesaver, and is. I can't handle how cute she is and good she is. I had never experienced unconditional love that I would let into my life until her, and I'm just so happy about that. Anyway, so on that note, I suppose I should tell you about hair stuff. So right now, what I have is a Power Up Duo. It's super awesome. So right now is the time that we should be nourishing and moisturizing our hair strands. And so this is a replenishing treatment. So people with fine hair, masks can weigh down and really build up on your scalp. So what this does is it's a lighter mask. It has sage and thyme, so it also helps unclog the sebum buildup in your scalp and hair follicle, strengthens your hair follicle, and helps hold the color and shine. So with fashion color, like myself, the only reason why my hair is still purple after a month and a half is because I do the right steps. This is a styling product. So you use 3 to 5 pumps every time you wash your hair. Towel dried hair, put it on, and then blow dry your hair. So this is a duo right now, and it's $60 for both, so it's normally $80. So I have 4 of them, only 4 left. So if you guys would like to order that, you order through salonbliss@outlook.com, or you text or call Salon Bliss 613-882-8046. So that's my little hair spiel, because I am a hairstylist, and that is what is keeping our business alive and afloat right now, is product sales. So definitely reach out to me if you're looking for any products, but that is the amazing special for today. So one other thing that I really want to mention on here, I'm trying to keep up with these comments because you guys have been really engaging, so thank you for that. There is a woman on here, I won't call you out because I know you hate that, but she's a woman that's been by my side for ever since I was probably 12 or 13. I don't actually know the age, but she's affiliated with Children's Aid and has been my life savior. And even though I haven't seen her in quite a few years because she hates coming to the city, I love you, and thank you so much for believing in me all these years, because you're amazing. And I'm gonna cry now. I've been holding it together this whole time. So anyways, thank you guys for listening to me, and I really hope that some of this has motivated you. And please take a look at YouTube at Nick. I can't remember his last name, but if you type in Nick, the man with no legs and no arms, if you need inspiration, that is for sure somebody that can motivate. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great night. I'll see you soon. Bye.